Hi everyone, this is Ranger Allie here at Fort King George State Historic Site in Darien, Georgia. I'm here in front of the body of water that Fort King George would have guarded almost 300 years ago now. Today it's called Black Island Creek. Now you may wonder why you would need a fort to guard over a little creek like this. Well, this used to be the main channel of the Altamaha River, and it was deep and wide enough for large ships to pass through. Fort King George was a frontier fort, so there were no roads going to and from the fort, and the river was their road. This road can go pretty far inland. The Altamaha River is made from the convergence of the Oconee and Ocmulgee rivers, which start around Athens and around Macon. So what changed? Why is this just a little creek when it used to be so much larger? Well, rivers do change naturally over time, especially over this amount of time. Like I said, it's been almost 300 years now, but there were some man-made processes that sped things up around here. Darien had a pretty big sawmilling industry from the mid-1700s to early 1900s, and this river was pretty hard for the timber rafts to navigate. There's some big windy back and forth curves, and we're also affected by the tide, so sometimes it would get too shallow at low tide for them to be able to pass by. So to make that easier on the timber rafts, they had slaves dig shortcuts in the river. Later on, some of those shortcuts were further dredged out by the Army Corps of Engineers. Down the creek from us, we have Pico Cut. And here's this little section of the river here. Here's Pico Cut, so we'll cover that up and pretend that it's not there. And you'll see the river goes back and forth a couple of times. Now, if you put Pico Cut there, now the main water flow is just going to go like that, and it's going to skip all of this part. So without all of that water flowing through this part, it gets thinned out and becomes the little creek that we know today. If you're interested in other ways that water flow can change in rivers, stay tuned for our next video for a little at-home craft. Thank you for watching this video today, everybody. I hope you have a great day and stay safe.